They've seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly. The way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. On target to Dobbins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Sticking with Edwards here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Herbert now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running behind center with Edwards. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Calvin Austin on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10 from the 41. Russ now from the gun. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Harris gets it on the counter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down throw from Wilson. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Got his man on the in, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Steelers first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throw complete to Warren. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss. The rookie from Michigan there that time.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Wilson now from the gun. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here he goes on the bootleg. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Chris Boswell for the point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Darius Davis to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. They dump it off to the back. Jukes out a one-stop.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Completed here to Johnston. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Hurst there to grab it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Pass is caught at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying it left side with Edwards. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. He's still going! Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Boswell to add the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers and Gus Edwards headed back out on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Herbert on first down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throwing this back in the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this is away, wisely headed for the sideline to avoid that return. The Steelers and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And this close to their end zone, they have got to be careful, but still enough time that they could mount something of a drive here before the half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. From the gun, it's Wilson. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Russ is cooking again. Throw left side, complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. One final shot before halftime. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Steelers got a solid performance in that first half from their veteran QB, Russell Wilson. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. For Darrell Patterson, now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
On 2nd down, Warren. Still working past the 40. They get 22 on that one. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
1st down, ball at the 36. Warren here from the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Wilson with it on first. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Wilson on 3rd down. He'll have the first down and even more. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Ross off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more, or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
It's 2nd and goal. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Russ now from the gun. He's on the move. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Russell Wilson with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now Edwards. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. First down, here's Russ. This ball's cut by Pickens. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. That throw finds Pickens. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Three-quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Wilson now from the gun. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll come up first and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is cupped. And he drives this forward to the 6.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Wilson now off the play action. He rolls to his right. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Russell Wilson with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing on first is Herbert. Looking. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Completed here to Johnston. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. They snap it to Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Sending the tight end in motion left. First down, and they go right back to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Harris once more. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now a run with Harris. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. To throw, here's Wilson. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to kick.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look.
previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field. That play is going to remain a touchdown. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finding Hurst. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Herbert on 1st down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 19. Finds McConkey. And he's able to get this down to the 13. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
All right, 1 more snap to play here. 1 final shot here. He's got it, room to run. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards